Joe and Magda, 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. Joe over here is 34. He is currently living in Florida and he's a realtor. Magda is 23. She is from Poland. She was a corrections officer. She also is a volleyball player, but I don't think it's professionally. She currently is unemployed because she left her job because she wants to come to the United States with Joe. These two were only introduced, I think, like 2 episodes ago, so they are extremely late to the season and their storyline has been very short so far. These two, huge red flags all over the place, dropping red flags, raining everywhere. He is 34 and he is very immature about a lot of things. Magda seems a little bit more mature and it's definitely causing a lot of tension. They go to this cooking class and he is just making inappropriate jokes all over the place and she is rolling her eyes so hard. He also had a flight that he was supposed to catch and he needed to be there 3 hours in advance and I think he got there within 30 or 40 minutes of the plane taking off. Because he overslept all of his alarms. Production crew came and they were ringing the doorbell, they were knocking on the door, they were calling him and he just was not picking up. And then finally they're like, dude, we need to go like literally right now. And he hasn't even packed and he is sitting there and instead of just like throwing a bunch of stuff in a suitcase, he's sitting and showing them all of his clothes and they're like, come on, dude, we gotta go. Then he forgets his passport and they have to go back and get it again. So now Magda over here finds out about all of this and how he almost missed his flight. And she's like, well, you almost missed your flight because you don't care about me. You clearly don't care and this wasn't important enough to you. She also, not only she quit her job so that she can come over to the United States with him, and they haven't even met. They're not even engaged. They don't have the K-1 visa. She needs to still be working. She's also said that as soon as she gets over here, she basically wants to land and start making babies. She'd previously dated another man from Germany, and after only knowing him for a few months, she moved over to be with him. It didn't work out. She came back, so she's a little bit impulsive. And kind of their big storyline as of right now is when they met, they have known each other for a few months, but he was still seeing and hooking up with people pretty long into their relationship because he said they weren't in a relationship, they weren't exclusive. She says we were exclusive the moment we met. So that has been a big point of contention that she wants to know exactly who he was with, how many people, what happened, everything like that. So then he rents an Airbnb and there's 2 bedrooms. They just met, literally just met in person for the first time. And he's like, I can't believe that we're not going to sleep together right away. I can't believe that we can't even be in the same room with each other. Like, y'all haven't even smelt each other's farts yet. And he already wants to be hooking up and sleeping in the bed with her and seeing her without her makeup first thing in the morning. And she's like, no, we're not hooking up right away. I'm going to sleep in my room. You sleep in your room. And then he comes over and comes into her room and is like snuggling with her in the morning. And he's like, did you miss me all night? And it's like, no, come on. Like, you guys have known each other in person for less than 24 hours. Give it a little time. Both of them have a lot of issues. Both of them are big red flags to me, and especially together. And so we will see what happens in the short time that they are on this season.